Welcome to Mattress Stories. In this episode, we interview...
Hi, I'm Allison Gillespie.
And I'm Nick Gillespie.
And we are the founders of Rested Pillow Mattress here in Michigan's great Southwest, St. Joseph, Benton Harbor area.
We're a small boutique mattress store that really prides itself on making the best mattresses locally using Capital bedding.
We'd love to have you stop by for a lie down or check us out at restedpillow.com.
What led you to start a mattress store from scratch?
Man, we get that question so much. Well, we wanted to do our own thing, and I think we both were sleeping awful at the time. I mean, we just had a little boy, Griffin, and working through the corporate grind. Beds were terrible. We had this bed left over from when we got married. I mean, everyone just tired of getting just terrible sleep. So I think we set out just to make the best mattress. You know, we looked around, we did some research. We were trying to make it locally, but definitely wanted to make sure it was made in the USA. And then we found Capital Bedding, and the rest was history. I mean, it was a no-brainer. I mean, no one makes a mattress the way they make a mattress. Nobody.
Who do you feel is your ideal customer? What type of person should look for their mattress at Rested Pillow?
Really, the customer that we've really found resonates best with our amazing mattresses and the experience we've created here is somebody who really has been around and they've seen it, right? They maybe have had several mattresses in their lifetime, or it was a hand-me-down like Nick's mentioning, and they know what they don't want and they know what they want, and they're willing to kind of seek that out, and they come here and they found the spot for them. They love what we've created here. They really resonate with our story, and that these are the best mattresses that they're gonna find. So that really is our target, is someone who is looking for that, like, yes, please, I don't want this anymore, and they find it here at Rested Pillow.
Yeah, we always joke about that. The people that go, it's doing this.
Yeah.
It's doing this.
Yep.
They don't want it to do this. They've had it all. They don't care. They've bought name brands. They see through all that. It's all BS. It's like, I want to feel good. I don't want it to feel good when I get home, because all beds feel good when you get home. I mean, they're good for a few months, but the discounter stuff, the stuff you find, you know, these people like, oh, stack them high, we got a truckload coming in, all that fake sales stuff. They've already been through all that. They just want something good, a good bed. We always tell people, don't we? If it's just like food. If you want a wonderful meal, you find great ingredients, a master chef, and you're gonna get a fantastic meal. It's that simple. If you want crappy food, you get crappy ingredients and a crappy chef. I mean, it's really how it works. So at least that's what we found.
Yep.
So what do you hope customers experience by visiting your store?
Well, we have really prided ourselves on being almost the anti-mattress store, and we want them to feel comfortable in the environment we've created. You know, no commission salespeople. Like, we really just want to help folks find the bed for them, and we know the right bed can really change people's lives. And so, no high pressure, no, like Nick was mentioning, no kind of sales pitches that's going to try to trick people. We cut through all that, and we want them to just say, yes, this is the bed for me.
And I think one of the things we hear, we've had people come in here on dates. They got the sitter. You know, they're like, we're finally going. I mean, because they've actually heard that it's not going to be like this used car salesman, you know. But then sometimes people, if they hadn't really heard much about this, they almost come in here ready to fight, like guarded, but then slowly we want them to feel just relaxed. And we even had a guy that asked if he wasn't joking, he wanted to take a nap. We were closing, He was like asking if he could sleep in the store because he wanted to try the bed and was just enjoying himself. So we're really proud of that. I mean, we're really proud of that.
What do you feel is unique about Rested Pillow versus other local mattress stores?
Man, that's always a tough one.
There's a lot of things we've already mentioned, right? So, best mattresses, handmade here in Michigan. You really cannot find that around here. We do things, as you know, that other people don't, like hand tufting, right? No foam edges. There's just craftsmanship that you won't find anywhere else, and the experience that we've created here with Jennifer, our general manager, who again is not commissioned and really is listening, helping, getting people to find that bed that's for them, not just the one that we want to sell. So all those things combined makes us really different than everybody else.
Yeah, we hear that. I mean, just piggybacking off what you said about Jen. I mean, Jen, we've been really blessed to have Jen. She's been here for 5 years. I mean, day in and day out. I mean, I don't think she's ever missed a day. I'm pretty sure she hasn't missed a day. Our delivery driver, Robert, I think we're on 4.5, almost 5 with Robert. And he's fantastic with customers. They love him. He goes through everything with them. So I think to what Allison's saying, it's very unique to find any place, not even a mattress store, just any place these days that has all that extra touch, the extra service parts, not just like churn and burn, I think that's a big one that we hear a lot, so.
Yep, and it comes through in our reviews. We have hundreds of 5-star reviews that we're super proud of, and reading through them, I read through them the other day and got a little like teary-eyed, because what we put out in the world with this that we created, and then seeing how it really has changed people's lives and what they're telling us through that review, spreading the word, it makes you feel really good that you put something out in the world that's making a difference. So super proud of what we've created.
Now, for a little bit of self-reflection, what do you think Rested Pillow could do better?
Oh man, wow, there's a list of that, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Is there anything that comes to your mind? Because there's.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just spreading the word more, right? And that's what my job as marketing is, to how do we get more people to know about us? We're 7 years in, and there's still more opportunity to spread the word of our great Michigan-made mattresses and what we do here. So that's always, to me, something that we're looking to improve. Also operations, right? We want to continually improve. We're not just going to sit back and, okay, things are running really smoothly. We're always, even this morning, we're talking about how can we improve checkout? How can we, get information to people, the right information at the right time?
When it comes to Rested Pillow, what are you most proud of?
I think what we're most proud of, me personally, would just be pulling all of this off, Not that this is just some grand, we're so great and all this. Just, we left our corporate jobs and everyone told us we were crazy. Everyone said, why would you do that? You're starting a mattress store? I mean, come on. And then to top it off, 100 straight Saturdays when we worked 7 days a week for 2 years. And then, we were also juggling a newborn at the time. So just pulling all that off and bringing it to folks and people enjoying it. I mean, it was crazy. The first sale we ever had, and it's not even a sale. It's almost like a partnership. These folks come in, you have these creations, you're trying to help them, and then they give you their money. They never heard of us. And they actually experience it and are saying, yeah, here's my hard-earned dollars, please help. And you make that transaction and you help them, and they still will stop by here and just see how we're doing. And just to have all that come to life, it's something you can't imagine it until it happens to you. It's very unique. It's like no other experience I've ever had professionally.
And I know there's a saying, like, when you buy from a small business, someone is doing a happy dance somewhere. When Nick came home that first day, I'm working the corporate job, we have our newborn son, and he comes home, and I remember it, we were in our kitchen, and he came home and held the check up and said, someone came in and bought from us. Exactly what Nick said, their hard-earned money and the creation that we put out in the world, and they bought from us. And there was a little happy dance moment there, and that's something that, it was years ago. I look back, how, like Nick's saying, we started all this from scratch, and he left his corporate job. I recently left my corporate job because we believe in this that much. And that's, again,
it's very rewarding.
Yeah, very rewarding.
It's just very rewarding. It wasn't about the money. Money's all that's great. We're grateful. It's just to go through all that and then to be able to keep doing it. There's a lot of folks that don't have this kind of success. We've been very fortunate to have this happen to us. So we're just, every day we're grateful for that.
Anyone today can go online and order a mattress in minutes and it's delivered to their front door. Why should someone take the time to visit a store like Rested Pillow in person?
Well, go ahead if you want to take this.
There's a lot of reasons, but a lot of things we've already talked about, right? Buying a mattress is a very personal experience, and we know everyone's going to spend a third of their life sleeping, and it is so important. And you could maybe spend a little less or maybe quickly buy something that looks flashy and cool online, but when you get it home, okay, it might feel good first couple nights, first couple weeks, but how's it gonna feel in a year? How's it gonna feel in 5, 10 years down the road? So coming into our showroom, experiencing it, right, really getting that sense of what it would be like, bringing in a book, taking a nap, we've had that happen, is one thing, and then, down the road, living with that mattress, sleeping on that mattress. We know that these are the best beds you can find dollar for dollar. You won't find a better value than our mattresses.
From day one, Rested Pillow has featured Capital bedding mattresses. Why is that?
Just nobody does what they do. There's a reason why, we have a picture of this mattress that my parents bought 17 years ago called the Exquisite, made by Capital Bedding. And you look at that bed, there's none of this. It's not on the bed. And we pick up every day people that are spending thousands of dollars on beds. They've had them 5 years, 7, 4. And they're doing this. They're doing this. And it's not just a defect, there's a pattern, constantly seeing it. And these folks, they feel like they were ripped off. They feel like they were taken for. They made these big investments. And now they can't even get out of their bed because they're stuck in it because it's got a big old sag in it. I mean, that to me just sums it up. If you want to have lasting comfort, it's one thing, like I said earlier, all these beds can feel good when you get them home. But how's it feel in 5 years? How's it feel in 10? It's just what Capital Bedding does to make sure that happens. No one else are doing those things. I think Capital Bedding will even tell you that sometimes they might even go a little too far. But it's incredible that they do that and you still keep the value. You don't actually pay more for it. It's just what they do. They run what? One shift. They got 20 folks up there. Many have been there for 30 some years. I mean, they're true craftsmen. They're just true craftsmen. And they just do it right. They just do it right. Like, we feel good. We don't feel like we're selling somebody this stuff. They do it right. Like, if Capital Bedding decided tomorrow they were done, we'd be done. It's just that simple. We'd be done. That's what we believe in. We don't see ourselves as selling mattresses. That's not what we're doing. If that was the case, we'd have all these S brands and all this, stuff in here, but that's not what, we just don't believe in it. And it's just seeing what Capital's done for, 75 plus years. They know what works, what doesn't. They're always trying the latest and greatest, but they're not quick to follow the latest, gimmick or trend. So they just do things the right way.
How would you describe your relationship with Capital Bedding?
I think it's fantastic. I can remember going to college. One of the ways I put myself through school was actually delivering mattresses. I worked at a little mattress store in Jackson, Michigan, and they happened to sell Capital Bedding. And I can remember meeting Bill Barley back in 1997. And ever since then, has always been a fantastic relationship. And it's a partnership. It's never been like this, you work for me or you're gonna, it's give and take. It's like any partnership. It's all built on trust. I think it was funny when we started the business, I can remember there was someone that asked us, well, did you get a contract? Did you get something in writing, with Capital Bedding, a deal? The contract was word, just, your word. And Capital Bedding's always delivered on their word, always. 25 years they have. So that's been our relationship with them. It's been fantastic. We've been really lucky.
Good or bad, tell us one memorable customer story.
A good one was there was a former executive that worked at one of the big mass-produced. He came in and actually bought from us. He looked at our beds and said, these beds are way nicer than everything we ever made. I have access to discounts from some old friends. He goes, I'm gonna buy it from you because this is just a nicer bed. This is a nicer bed, and they bought from us. So that was great.
Yeah, I think about also all the folks, not anyone specifically, but how many times we come down here and there's pies dropped off and there's bottles of wine in the refrigerator. People love their mattress so much that they're bringing us handwritten notes and homemade pies. Like, where else do you find that? In any other mattress store or store for that matter, as you were saying earlier. So that's, again, really heartwarming.
And we hope you enjoyed that interview. If you'd like to see more or learn more about Capital Bedding, please visit our website at capitalbedding.com.